Hello and welcome to the Gadgets and Gizmos show on Headlines Today, a show that gets you the best and the latest from the world of technology. I'm Siddharth Sharma, and over the next half an hour, a weekly dose. Now, did you know that in the year 2010, Intel spent about $6.6 billion in research and development? Maybe that's the reason why we see many Intel processors in modern-day tablets. Recently, Indian e-commerce giant Flipkart also came out with a tablet powered by an Intel processor. It's called the DigiFlip Pro. It does not flip, but does it flop? Let's find out. When the e-commerce giant Flipkart got bored selling products online, they started the Big Billion Sale.
Get bumper discounts. Offers at 90% off.
That idea, well, flopped. And now they said, let's flip things around and introduce a tablet of our own. Meet the all-new DigiFlip Pro by Flipkart India. One look at this 8-inch tablet and you say, here is something I can buy. But wait. Please don't make a tablet just for the sake of making one. Is anyone listening out there? DigiFlip Pro by Flipkart looks good, and for an 8-inch tablet is ergonomical enough. It is powered by an Intel Atom 2 GHz dual-core processor backed by 1 GB RAM and 16 GB internal storage. Frankly, in this day and age, 1 GB of RAM on a tablet? Are you serious? Anyways, moving on. The display on the DigiFlip is something that is good. It sports an 8-inch IPS display with HD resolution and is really good for watching videos and reading text. And also, there is a 5-megapixel rear camera that is nothing great and a 2-megapixel camera up front that is standard. And then there is also 3G voice calling facility on the DigiFlip Pro. And this is how ridiculous one looks while making a phone call on a tablet of this size. Oh yes, so runs on an older version of Android, 4.2.2 Jelly Bean that is. Well, at least it comes in a number of colors. And well, the price at Rs 9,999, this is one of the most... Alright, this is a family channel, so let's just say it's not that great. The only good thing about the tablet is the looks and the display. Rest, well, let's just say is average. So the Flipkart DigiFlip Pro is also a flop, just like the Big Billion Sale this Diwali. Give it a miss for now, guys. We are yet to see a trend where people start clicking images using their tablets. But you know what there's a market for still? It's the point-and-shoot camera. Sony makes one of the better ones of the lot. And Sahil Gupta, assistant editor of ITGT, recently got the latest Sony point-and-shoot camera. Let's find out which one this is and whether it's worth your money or not.
इसको भूल गया इसका वो क्या है मेगापिक्सल काउंट. So the biggest question Sony needs to answer is, how does it improve the best compact camera in the world? Its answer to that is this. The Sony RX100 Mark III. Yes, it's the 3rd generation model and it is by every metric better than its predecessors. It adds an electronic viewfinder. It's got a redesigned sensor, which is better in low light and normal daylight. It's got a sharper and wider lens. It's got better battery life. And it's slimmer. While it packs a better lens, it even manages to add an electronic viewfinder which wasn't present in its previous models. Yes, it costs a bomb. It's very expensive, but if you're looking for something that is really compact, really small and very portable, then this is your answer, because its picture quality is comparable in many instances to many DSLRs, many low-end or mid-range DSLRs. Its picture quality is going to compete with them. It even adds a microphone input out here. So if you're into video and you want to record a lot of stuff, and you can connect a mic with this. So it really adds some really high-end features. So if we are talking about control schematics, it's quite ergonomic. If you have used previous Sony cameras, then you'll be right at home. It's quite simplistic. It even has this rotatable screen which rotates totally 180 degrees like other cameras, and this is another additional feature, and I can even tilt it upwards for different angles. This camera is Wi-Fi enabled, so if you use Sony's Play Memories app, you can easily transfer all your files to your smartphone or your tablet or whatever. So transferring data is quite easy on this camera, and there's a lot of manual control. So there's also a focus ring out here, so if you like to control the focus of your camera in the traditional way, then you can use the focus ring to control focus. Obviously you can do it through the controls in the software also, but this adds a touch of analog elegance to this camera, which you don't often find in cameras of this class and this size. When you look at the competition, Sony has a lot of competition. You have Canon, which has its PowerShot range of cameras, compact cameras. You have got Nikon's Coolpix range of compact cameras. But off late, Sony has really pulled ahead, especially with the RX 100 line of cameras. And this one is no different. This is way ahead in terms of the competition, in terms of picture quality, image quality, and form factor. Yes, it's more expensive. That's the main drawback of this camera. And if you are an owner of a previous generation RX 100 camera, then it's not that bigger of an upgrade. Yes, if you own the first generation model, then maybe perhaps it makes some sense to buy this. But if you own the RX 100 Mark II, then it makes no sense, because it's essentially the biggest bump is the electronic viewfinder.
Now imagine if you could use all that power of your camera and your smart device and save lives. Well, a company in India is trying to do just that. They are trying to provide mobility in the telemedicine solution space. Let's find out how this technology works.
Technology is booming, and so is the technology in the healthcare sector in India. Telemedicine is taking a next level step in mobility in the form of an app. Telemedicine for mobile devices, developed by UST Global, is a BlackBerry 10 based mobile application that uses telecommunication in order to enable staff to provide clinical healthcare at remote locations. The application helps to eliminate distance barriers and to improve access to medical specialists that would often not be consistently available in distant rural communities.
Since it is mobile, it can act and give connectivity and resolve all these challenges that a typical telemedicine infrastructure would have caused. So a person having a mobile phone and this application loaded on the mobile phone with 3G connectivity could connect and use this application from anywhere in the world. So the doctor could be anywhere in the world, he could be taking a vacation, but he could spend 15 minutes to give diagnosis or to give prescription to a patient in the remotest corner of the world, provided they're connected over 3G.
In this application, the remote clinic staff enters the visiting patients, demographics, vital signs, illness details, preliminary diagnosis information, and uploads existing medical reports. The assigned doctor reviews the patient details and performs consultation with the patient remotely using a video session launched through BlackBerry Messenger. He provides the final opinion and uploads the prescription via the application. The remote clinic staff then downloads and hands over a printed copy of the prescription to the patient.
What we have done is, in collaboration with the BlackBerry, using the BlackBerry Enterprise Server, which is one of the most secure solutions available on the mobile, specifically on the mobile platform, we have integrated that, so we are guaranteeing the privacy and security of the data that is transacting between these systems here.
The telemedicine mobile application available on BlackBerry 10 devices offers enhanced security using BlackBerry Enterprise Service 10. UST Global plans to make the application available on other mobile platforms and integrate with various medical devices to allow the doctor to perform real-time diagnostics of the patient remotely. More advanced features like integration with Google Glass are also planned for future release.
Now there's nothing better than technology helping in saving lives. and the future of mobility in telemedicine really looks bright. And now, whenever you're looking for an enhanced sound experience out of your smart device, the simple answer is a Bluetooth speaker. But not just any Bluetooth speaker would do, because some lack that punch and some lack those clear acoustic sounds. Well, a solution is there now. Logitech came out with the X100 wireless speakers that look cute, portable, and are wireless too. Let's find out.
Logitech's X100 is a micro wireless speaker that looks like a donut. It has a hard rubberized finish to it, and it's got a little loop on the top that allows you to hang the speaker from a backpack or a doorknob, or you can just lay it flat and have the single driver fire upward. It only weighs 159 grams, charges via a micro USB, and the battery lasts you for about 5 hours. The X100 performs good with simpler tunes and works as a good companion for a laptop or tablet video watching. It's also available in a variety of colors. The X100 does distort a little at higher volumes, however it is travel friendly and is one of the better micro wireless speakers, featuring decent sound for its size, an attractive design, speakerphone capabilities, and a pocket friendly price of 2,995 rupees. But you can get your hands on one online for as low as 1,889 rupees as well.
Now, there's an endless battle going on between Apple and Samsung. They both accuse each other of stealing their technologies, to a point that when iPhone 6 and 6 Plus had their international launch, Samsung even paid Twitter to run Galaxy Note 4 as a sponsored trend. Well, finally the Note 4 landed in India, and we thought, why not see whether this smartphone is better than the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus. Let's find out in the review. Yes, it is finally here. Meet the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Or should I say Samsung Galaxy Note 4? First, let's tell you about the price. It costs a bomb. Samsung Galaxy Note 4 will cost you Rs 58,500. And now let's take a look at what it has to offer in terms of specifications. Samsung Galaxy Note 4 comes with a 5.7-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display with 1440 by 2560p resolution and 515 ppi of pixel density. It is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 quad-core 2.7 GHz processor backed by 3 GB of RAM. There is also 32 GB of internal storage. You can expand it up to 128 GB. What's different about this is that now you get a better performing Snapdragon processor, and that too, top of the line one. The display is super duper awesome on this one, as now it's a QHD display. And in terms of the looks, well, I told you it's Samsung, and now the Galaxy Note 4 is 4G compatible. But is India? Well, the answer to that question is obviously no. Moving on, the Note 4 also includes a 16 megapixel rear camera and a 3.7 megapixel front-facing camera. The camera quality is good and it does perform in both daylight and low light conditions. There's also a lithium-ion 30 to 20 milliampere battery that will last you a good 1.5 days. And then there's the heart rate sensor too, right below the camera on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. You will play with it once or twice and then eventually get bored. So what's the bottom line here with the Samsung Galaxy Note 4? To put it simply, it's just another Galaxy from Samsung with a better processor and display. Competes with the likes of Apple iPhone 6 Plus now. Samsung really needs to rethink its product placement strategy. Note 4 for Rs 58,500 is expensive. We would rather go for the old Note 3 which is priced almost rupees 20,000 cheaper than the Note 4. Now, every company tries to enhance their popular products. Some innovate to make it better, and some just make them for the sake of it. Now, recently, Call of Duty, the popular action game franchise, also came out with its next level game, calling it Advanced Warfare. And this one is good, really good.
With our government and military crippled, we turned to a private military company called Atlas.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the latest iteration of the best-selling first-person shooter game franchise, is here.
They fought our wars.
And features the performance capture talents of double Oscar winner and Hollywood legend Kevin Spacey.
And that's where I come in.
Advanced Warfare is set in the not-too-distant future, a future where power-hungry Kevin Spacey runs the world's most powerful military corporation, and the player assumes the role of an ex-US Marine, now in the employment of Mr. I Have a God Complex.
We are going in.
An operation on foreign sovereign soil, it would be an act of war without congressional approval.
Atlas is an internationally registered private company. We don't need Congress.
So what's new? Well, there's smart grenades that can track a target, there's also portable drones for taking down unsuspecting bad guys, but the biggest game changer is the all-new exosuits. These allow the players to jump higher, hit harder, and deploy hidden devices such as the grappling hook. But for many gamers, Call of Duty starts and ends with multiplayer, and this is as slick as ever. The new weapons and abilities keep things interesting, and the tempo of combat seems to have increased as well. Upgrades to exosuits and guns will keep the die-hard fans happy.
Politicians don't know how to solve problems, but I do.
And overall, Advanced Warfare seems to be a creditable addition to the legion of games formed of solving problems through the application of superior firepower.
Ideas don't determine who's right. Power determines who's right. And I have the power. So I'm right.
So don't forget to collect your copies of the latest Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because this game has all the makings of a collectible. And with that, it's time for us to say goodbye on this edition of the Gadgets and Gizmos show. If you have any comments, queries or suggestions, tweet us at HLT Gizmos. You can also email us on hdwg@aajtak.com. We'll see you same time, same place next week. But for all the news and updates, keep watching Headlines Today.